What's up, a Cinema Shogun here, and just when you thought Amber Heard had had enough, shots have been fired. Evan Rachel Wood has just thrown Amber Heard completely under the bus, even kind of like half-assedly compared her to Harvey Weinstein. This is absolutely hilarious to me. I love seeing the woke Hollywood elites just eat their own. They're now turning on each other. Maybe Evan Rachel Wood is a little bit based for this opinion, but at the same time, I think Evan Rachel Wood, she sees the writing on the wall. She realizes she needs to separate herself from Amber Heard as quickly as possible because Amber Heard has not only sunk her own ship, she's starting to sink other ships around her. So Evan Rachel Wood already knows, like, listen, before this stuff comes up, before this trial or whatever with Marilyn Manson and all of this drama, I just need to go ahead and cut off this Amber Heard stuff, nip it in the bud, because I don't want to be compared to her, or else I'm definitely going to lose, at least in the court of public opinion. Now, Evan Rachel Wood has clarified her stance on Amber Heard trolling. Evan Rachel Wood has clarified her stance on Amber Heard's treatment on social media after posting a report about targeted trolling during the Johnny Depp defamation trial. The Westworld actress has appeared to distance herself from Heard and criticized the media for reporting on her post from yesterday. She also upset some fans by seemingly comparing Heard to Harvey Weinstein. The Weinstein comparison has since been deleted. So she's now deleted this because the Amber Heard bots got totally upset about it. Seriously, Amber Heard does have a psychotic, crazy, small fan base, but they're being boosted by a bunch of bots just posting fake nonsense. It's absolutely insane. Wood herself is now being sued for defamation by her ex, Marilyn Manson, after she alleged that she was subjected to DA at the hands of the shock rocker during their relationship. He denies the allegations. Now, a lot of people have been asking me to cover this story about Evan Rachel Wood and Marilyn Manson. I'll be honest here, folks. I have really been apprehensive about doing so. I'm approaching the story with caution because, if I'm going to be honest with you all, I don't necessarily like Marilyn Manson. I don't know him. I don't know him that well. He's just never been my cup of tea. He's always been kind of a creep to me. But I have looked into this situation just a little bit, not a lot. I'll let you all know right now I haven't done extensive research. I would have to go back years and years and years to start digging through stuff to find out about this case. But from what I've seen, I think two things can be true at once. And that's a reoccurring theme on this channel. I will say it every time. I want people to start understanding that two things can be true at once. My initial opinion, after looking into Rachel Wood and Marilyn Manson, is that Rachel Wood kind of fabricated some of the allegations she had against Marilyn Manson. But at the same time, I don't think that means Marilyn Manson is necessarily a good person that hasn't done any wrong. I've read some pages from his personal autobiography and stuff, and he literally admits to doing some really just downright horrible things to people. But if those people are willing participants, then hey, we all have to understand that people could be, you know, kinky and weird in ways that we might necessarily understand. But if it's between two consensual adults, then you really can't say anything about it. So this Evan Rachel Wood situation, it's one of those situations like, I don't believe most of what she's saying. Some of what she has said, you can prove is false. But at the same time, it's like when you get into a relationship with someone like Marilyn Manson, I mean, what do you think is going to happen, folks? But you know what? If you all want to see me do a longer video on that, just giving my initial thoughts after looking into that situation, let me know down in the comments below. And I will do so sometime later this week because I can go off on a whole rant about that. But let's go ahead and get back to this story. On July 20th, Wood took to Instagram to share a report about the social media response to Heard throughout and after her court battle with Johnny Depp. It was previously reported that certain pro-Depp trolls are beginning to turn on Wood, another high-profile woman making accusations against a high-profile male celebrity. Wood shared the findings from a report by Bot Sentinel. Man, I do not like this guy. A nonpartisan group dedicated to uncovering and exposing online bots and how they're used. The report states that with Heard, they observed one of the worst cases of cyberbullying and cyberstalking by a group of Twitter accounts that we've ever seen, and noted that 627 accounts were apparently created for the sole purpose of tweeting about the defamation trial, mocking or otherwise targeting Heard and her supporters. Listen, I know to some that may sound crazy, but that's how the internet works. I want you all to understand that I am big into pop culture and movies and stuff. Every time a new Marvel movie comes out, or a new Star Wars, or a new DC, literally thousands of new Twitter accounts are created, and used simply to just talk about those TV shows. When people get interested in things, they often create a new profile and they dedicate it solely to that one interest. And it's the way that Twitter, YouTube, and all of these social media platforms are made, the way their algorithm works. That's why people do this. You all have to understand that the way the algorithm works on Twitter, YouTube, you name it, they try to place you in boxes, categories, if you will. So if you start tweeting about things that you normally don't tweet about, you won't get as much views. You won't get as much likes. Like, all right, for instance, I have this YouTube channel. I talk to you all about true crime, current events, crazy things in pop culture. If I decided tomorrow that I wanted to record one of my awesome, great cooking recipes that I got from my grandma and upload it on this channel, YouTube would not know how to react to that. They wouldn't know how to share it. They wouldn't know who to share it with. So YouTube, Twitter, all of these social media platforms, they want to narrow you down to being about one thing and one thing only. That's why I have to create 5 different channels. If I want to talk about movies, I have to create a new channel for that. If I want to show you all me going to the amusement park, I have to create a new channel for that. Because if you try to do it all on one channel, it will never work. If you try to do it all on one Twitter profile, it will never work. The most successful you will be on social media is if you dedicate your social media account to one specific thing. So a lot of these accounts were made specifically to cover the defamation trial, but this isn't unlike anything that we see with other things that garnish a lot of interest. The report also noted that a similar scenario was taking place with accounts being set up to target Wood following her allegations against Manson. On July 21st, Wood posted screenshots of Newsweek's coverage and said that headlines such as Evan Rachel Wood seemingly supports Amber Heard following trial verdict are putting her in danger. So she's basically saying, hey, stop with the fake news. I'm not supporting Amber, and you're putting me in danger by saying that I am. Straight up, threw her under the bus real quick. I guarantee you all, I would put everything I own on it, which isn't much. Okay, it's not much. But literally, I would put everything I own on it that had this trial come out differently. If it was a different verdict. If Amber won, Evan Rachel Wood would not mind the comparisons. Evan Rachel Wood would not mind the world knowing that she supported Amber. But she realizes Evan Rachel Wood is smart. Smarter than Amber. I can tell you all that right now. She knows what's going on social media. She knows all about the public opinion. She knows damn good and well it will be best for her to go ahead and separate herself from Amber Heard if she has any hopes of maintaining her career and her social media presence and her innocence in all of this. Because, as far as I'm concerned, if you come up with fake allegations about someone, you should be thrown in jail. So that's why I say maintain her innocence. If you are worried about my feed being flooded with hate, then I would steer clear of headlines that put me in danger, such as these, which are not based on facts. She wrote in her Instagram story. Bam! Bam! Not only did she say, hey, don't associate me with Amber, But your report about these accounts being created to bully Amber, they're fake. They're fake. She's calling it out. She's basically saying, hey, mainstream media, you're full of crap. No, all of these accounts aren't bots created to target and harass Amber. In fact, there's more bots being used to defend Amber than to attack Amber. So she called it out like, oh, this is fake news. I did not expect this from Evan. She's trying to garnish some cool points here before her upcoming situation, you know, starts getting steamed up. I did not expect to see this news. You could probably tell by the look on my face. I didn't read through this whole article, but seeing some of the things she's saying, it's like, whoa, man, I wonder how Amber Heard feels right now. I just know Amber Heard and Eve Barlow are probably flipping their wigs right now behind this. And another story, Wood added, no matter what I say, it will be taken out of context. And social media has proven time and time again not to be the place to have a nuanced conversation. And the media wants clickbait, especially when you speak out against ABUSE. I will reinstate my original comment about my stance on the matter, which was no comment. No comment. Now, she goes on her Instagram stories. They've been deleted now, but she posted photos of her with Amber Heard at an event years ago and wrote this. Okay, look, a photo from 2015 that keeps circulating, trying to prove something, when in actuality, this photo was taken at an event honoring my stylist, who also styled Johnny Depp. I arrived alone. I was seated at this table. With a certain logic, everyone who was seen in a photo with Weinstein would have to also be a R word. Now, this photo of her with Amber Heard, it's been floating around everywhere. And it's been used to basically say that Evan Rachel Wood and Amber Heard were the best of friends. And I almost mistakenly reported on that at one point, because they had it out there making it look like that. But then again, you have to understand, when you're in Hollywood, you're bumping shoulders and rubbing elbows with all types of famous people. People photobomb you. People come in there, sit down for a photo real quick, and then you get tied to those people for the rest of your lives. It's one of the reasons why I've been so cautious about live streaming with other YouTube creators, because I'm aware that what happens on the internet lasts forever. And if I go on someone's live stream and then they're accused of doing some crazy shit 5 years from now, people will go back and be, look, Cinema Shogun was on his live stream 10 years ago. Obviously, he's bad too. That's how people operate, and I'm well aware of that. That's why I try to protect my brand, and I just try to kind of do my own thing, because I don't want to be lumped in with anyone else if they do something stupid. So Evan Rachel Wood is basically saying, hey, I was at an event to honor me and Johnny Depp's stylist, her and Johnny Depp's own stylist. And Amber was there, came and sat next to me, took a photo, and now I'm being called her best friend for years when I don't even care about this chick. I'm going to go ahead and throw her under the bus. All of the bots that y'all say are attacking her, that's fake. Don't compare me to her. Just keep throwing Amber right under that bus. Right under that bus. Man, it's not even school year yet. It's not even it's not even school season, but yeah. But she's now facing backlash on Twitter for comparing Heard to Weinstein. It's hard to believe that she has the audacity to post this after reading and posting about Amber's targeted harassment report yesterday, knowing full and well this will only lead to more hate and threats for Amber. Truly disappointing. One tweet reads, this is where I really have to say something here. For some reason, people feel like, I don't know how to explain this. It's like, just because something supposedly happened to you and something supposedly happened to me doesn't mean that I have to associate with you. I find it weird where people are like making connections with people off of things that they supposedly went through. Like, oh, what? Your dad touched you the wrong way? Oh, mine did too. Oh, we're best friends now. We must fight together. It's like, I think we should try to find different things in common with people as opposed to like the worst things. I see it time and time again. People are like finding common ground because of horrible things that happen to them, and they're not realizing that they necessarily don't have anything else in common. Also, there's always fake victims as well. So just be careful who you associate yourself with. Just because this person says that something similar happened to them in their life, it doesn't mean they're a good person. And it doesn't mean that you should be forced to associate with them. And that's basically what's going on here. How could you? You know what you're accusing Marilyn Manson of. How could you treat Amber this way? She doesn't want to be associated with Amber for obvious reasons. But hey, another person added, honestly, I expected more from Evan Rachel Wood. She, as a person who is attacked daily on the internet, should know how Amber feels and how important support is. I am completely disappointed. I'm sorry, Amber Heard fans. I know you're disappointed, but you didn't get the memo that it's time to jump ship. You're kind of like the people on the Titanic who are playing the violin as the ship sinks. That's Amber Heard fans right now. You're playing the violin as the ship slowly sinks when there's plenty of lifeboats right there for you to get on. Evan Rachel Wood, she got on that lifeboat. She's paddling as fast as she can away from that sinking ship. Meanwhile, y'all are still sitting there playing the same old song, not realizing that people don't give a damn about listening anymore. They don't. Sorry. You know what? Eve Barlow had something to say. I'm going to make a whole separate video about that because I like having fun with Eve Barlow. But yeah, that's what's going on here. Basically, she just threw Amber Heard under the bus. We know that in the months to come, days, weeks to come, this situation between her and Marilyn Manson will be heating up. Marilyn Manson has sued her for defamation. So we're going to see what comes of that. If you all are interested in hearing my thoughts on that case, let me know down below. I'll let you all know right now that I don't have a 100% solid stance. I'm not here to say that Evan Rachel Wood is a liar. I'm not here to say that, Marilyn Manson is guilty or he isn't guilty. I don't necessarily know yet. It's going to be one of the toughest situations that I've ever looked into because I'm already coming into the situation with a little bit of personal bias against Marilyn Manson because I just don't honestly believe that this dude is a stand-up guy. In fact, he goes out of his way to make you view him in a different light. So we'll see. But as for right now, I think it's a good look for Wood that she's distancing herself from Amber, and she knows that. If she doubled down trying to defend Amber, it would look worse on her. Now, how does that reflect on Evan Rachel Wood? If Evan Rachel Wood really is best friends, buddy-buddy with Amber, and she threw her under the bus like this, then it goes to show you what type of character she has, that she's not that great of a person. But if, like she claims, hey, y'all took a picture of me next to Amber like 6 years ago, and you keep using it like I'm her best friend and I'm tired of it, then I fully understand where she's coming from. But let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. While you're down there, hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, drop a super thanks, ring that notification bell, almost forgot what to say, and I'll talk to you all in the next video.